Hello Gemini, how are you guys today? Welcome to your general reading for the month of July 2018. My name is Greg, I'm from Solari, Tarot. I'm so happy to be here with you. This is my very first month on YouTube. I've been practitioner of Tarot for a really long time, and just a friend suggested maybe I could be useful on YouTube, and I agreed. So I am doing YouTube in addition to my personal clients, and I'm happy to be here with you. This will be a general reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But listen, if it doesn't resonate, there's a possibility that you might need a personal reading with me. And for the very first month, for my launch month on YouTube, I'm doing all of my personal readings 45 to 60 minutes, 4 decks and Nordic runes for only $25. That is an insane deal. So if you want to book a personal reading, if you need me to check into your personal energy, please make sure to send me an email in the description box below. Anyway, let's get this thing going. What do you say? Spirits, what information do you have for the zodiac sign of Gemini for a general reading for July 2018? What information do you have for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know for the upcoming month for Gemini? You guys, it's a nice early morning here. I'm doing these readings on my porch. I really love to be out in nature when I do my readings. So it's a little early. I might sound a little groggy. I've got my coffee here. I'm ready to go. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. All right, so we are going to start out our reading, guys, here with the 10 of Wands. So Gemini, some of you guys are working a lot in the month of July, or in the previous months, you know, June going into July. You're really working so much. Some of you guys are dealing with a really high level of stress. And I think that, you know, also there's a possibility for some of you guys that you've just reached your wit's end. You're very tired. For some of you guys, you're not sleeping well. You're not sleeping very well, and you just feel like you're always working. You're always carrying these wands, this cross to bear, so to speak. And then we come in with the Ace of Swords in reverse. You know, so some of you guys may really want a new beginning, and you may really want to get out of this this rut you're in. And I think at this point, for some of you guys, you don't even really care how stressful or challenging it might be. You really just want to start over and see a little bit of success in what you're doing. Some of you guys could just be really stressed out. Alright guys, let's see. The cards are a little picky with you today. Oh. Yeah, wow. So some of you guys may have had the tower's coming out here, you know? So some of you guys may have had a recent situation that really has shaken your faith. It might have broken a lot of things up for you. So it looks like that could be the source of some of your pressure and stress, Gemini, is just some events that are going on. You might feel like you're building something, or you're working towards something, and maybe an event could happen to you in July that really tests your faith and brings a lot of challenge with it, you know? When we see the tower often too, we see two people here. So it could be that for some of you Geminis, a relationship has ended, and that's creating a lot of stress. And I'm hearing here that There could be a Gemini that just had a recent breakup and the person moved out and now they're taking on all the financials alone in a home, and that's becoming really stressful as well. An interesting month for you indeed, Gemini. But also, you know, with the Tower and the Ace of Swords in reverse, it could be that something that was new did get broken. It could be that you're right on the corner of a new beginning coming in. Obviously, we would know that with the 10 of Wands being here, because the 10 means the end. So the pain that you're experiencing now will soon be over, and you'll be moving on to a new beginning. And then you have the Knight of Wands. So for a small number of you, it could be that you just had a breakup with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But for others of you, obviously, the Knight of Wands can be a very significant event that comes in, into which time can be of the essence, and reviewing your options is really important. So for those of you that haven't dealt with a serious situation in the month of July, that could be presented to you. So make sure to stay grounded now, and remember that this 10 of Wands, you're at your 10, so a new beginning is coming. And sometimes you have to kind of fight through that pain to see why you were going through it in the first place, right? Because remember, the Knight of Wands, he comes in hot, right? He comes in quick. And he sometimes burns things up in the wake of where he's walking. Now, we do have the Hangman coming out, and that's coming out in reverse, okay? So some of you guys are really being asked, I think, sitting the way it's sitting here, to be patient with yourself, because you might be going through some hard times. You might really feel stressed out. You might be ready for a new beginning. And quite frankly, you might have a situation coming in for you in the month of July that really does test your faith. Could be with a fire sign. Let's see what else we have. Normally the cards come out a little quicker, but I guess this morning they're just not interested. And also, you know, guys, the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Hangman in reverse does really say that in some sort of way you feel apprehensive about a new beginning because of everything you've been through. Yeah, but the good news is that you are coming out of conflict. We have the Five of Wands in reverse here, right? So the conflict that does come in, which as we can see here from you, is going to be a very fiery kind of situation. You're going to come out of it. The Tower's going to come in and it's going to break up that conflict. But there is a possibility for some of you guys that you feel there could be some, let's see. There could be some conflict in regards for some of you to a creative passion in the month of July, something that you do maybe for money and as well for creativity, and it could be stemming around that. For some of you guys, you might get fired from a job, or you might decide to quit a job. You just might be over it. You're working so much at this job, and maybe you were waiting for them to give you a promotion. That's definitely something I'm seeing here on the board, but they haven't, and you feel worthy of it, which would come into play here with our Nine of Wands, right? Yeah. This is very interesting for you, Gemini, and I'm hoping we can... Oh. Interesting. Okay, I'm starting to understand a little bit more here. So the King of Wands comes out here as well. So we have a lot of wands here, which could be indicative of your energy if you were a fire sign. So for those of you that have fire in your charts, this could be kind of calling out that energy, but I'm not really reading it that way. I'm more reading it, July is a month about passion for you. And you're not the only zodiac sign that's got this theme in the month of July, but the difference is that there could be some challenges here for you. And the Tower is coming in, guys. This is like a karmic universal answering, you know, when we're going through things and we're really stressed out and we're not making decisions to begin again, the Tower comes in and does that for us. And it can be really painful in the moment, right? But you're going to be coming out of conflict. It's not going to go forever. I think that people are going to recognize your passion in the month of July and they're going to lay off. But listen, whatever kind of dramatic, conflictual situation you're going through, the Page of Swords comes out here. Okay, so he's a bringer of news in the way that people are watching you on social media. There could be people rumoring about you and talking about this situation in the month of July. But with the King of Wands here, it looks like you're going to stay pretty focused and driven and passionate, even though people might have an opinion about you. Yeah. Yeah. Because we have the Magician, right? Which is honestly, guys, is a really great thing to see here, because it really kind of shows us that even though you guys are going through so much in the month of July, there might be some serious challenges, or you might be bringing these challenges into July from June, but you guys have everything that you need to be successful. You are passionate in the month of July, even when people are talking about you, which is amazing. And then you have your Four of Cups in reverse. So you're not bored about this. There's a lot going on, right? And it looks like any opportunities that come in the month of July, you will not miss out on those. You will take full advantage of what's going on, even in the conflict. And honestly, I kind of really think that that's so awesome. And you Geminis, you guys are strong. You're crazy, but you're strong. And don't sit there in the comments and tell me how dare you call me crazy, because I'm a Scorpio, so I'll have no room to talk. I'm also crazy. Let's see what else we have, guys. I'm going to pull you one more here from this, and then we're going to go ahead and clarify with a few other decks just to make sure that we're getting the right energy, okay? Give me one more card for Gemini for their general reading, please. Yeah. So then your energy comes out, guys. The Knight of Swords. So in reference to what we're sitting with here around it, we can see that even though people are talking about you, or there might be some drama, some conflict, you're staying fiery and grounded in what you're doing. You know, and honestly, it's crazy because I do see grounding here despite seeing some pentacles in the mix. In fact, you have 0 pentacle energy, earth energy at all in your reading, which normally can be kind of indicative that you aren't grounded enough. But that's not the case, because the King of Wands, despite obviously being very fiery, sometimes he can be occasionally cruel. He can be two-sided, so he can be compassionate, but he can also be very diplomatically cruel. And that is you in a lot of ways, Gemini. So the King of Swords, or the King of Wands energy, is the same as in this position as the Knight of Swords, right? But you are not going to miss opportunities just because you have the Magician here, so you're going to do just fine. You know? Okay, so we are going to pull you guys 4 cards from the Angel Tarot just to get a better understanding. Gemini, July 2018 general reading. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know right now? Well, there is a pentacle. Alright guys, so 5 cards wanted to come out, so we're going to let those come out. Okay, let's get started. First off, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'm sorry this card is so beat up, you guys. It's been with me all over the world. But, so, guys, even though you have some serious challenges going on in the month of July, it's still really important that you buckle down, you stay grounded, you honor your commitments, you still work hard. A new beginning is going to be coming. And sometimes when we go through trauma, we need to rest from it, right? Excuse me. But sometimes we need to fight like hell through it. And I think that that is kind of innate to sometimes one side of the Geminitic spectrum, right? Is that you are really good at honoring your commitments. Also, I'm sensing here that you have some people in your life or friends around you that are really strong relationships, and during this time it might be a really good idea to go to them and speak to them and let them help you. But the second card we have out, all the Pentacles are coming out now. We have the Two of Pentacles, okay? So you guys are going to be busy in the month of July, and you are going to feel stressed. You're going to feel like you're juggling all kinds of things in the midst of your conflict, okay? And, you know, obviously when we see the Two of Pentacles energy sitting in a position for too long, that's when we see a Ten of Wands, right? That's when we see stress-related health concerns. I'm also sensing here that some of you guys are not taking very good care of your health because of how busy and stressed you are, and it's important that you do take care of your health, okay? So still make time for your body. Now the Balance card comes out in reverse, okay? So, you know, and I think that's interesting to sit right beside the Two of Pentacles, because in the traditional tarot with the Two of Pentacles, we see a man and he's holding 2 pentacles, and it symbolizes him juggling, having so much going on. So there could be a little bit of imbalance for you in the month of July. And with that Page of Swords that came out, people could be commenting. People that you think are friends could be commenting on your imbalance and saying, oh, look at this Gemini, look how unbalanced they are, you know? But you're not going to sit there and take that. You're going to defend yourself with the Seven of Wands, and I think that's awesome. You're going to be strong despite what people are saying, and I think that that's a really good quality in anyone to have. And because you're doing this, Gemini, because you're not listening to the bullshit, the Chariot is here. You have this discipline and willpower and passion. You're not going to let anybody stop you. You're going to take the opportunities that you're given, which is great news here for you as well. You know, I'm not going to say that Geminis, that a lot of you guys are going to have an easy July, because for whatever Geminis I'm picking up on, that may not be the case, right? But you aren't going to collapse this month. The Tower might be collapsing. Your circumstances might be collapsing in on you. Events might come in really quickly, and they might make you feel like you're hanging upside down, right? Conflict could be there, but you're not going to sit there in the conflict. Okay. Now, we're going to move on and do a little clarification here. For Gemini, July 2018 general reading, tell me about the Ten of Wands. I really kind of already know why the Ten of Wands is here, but it never hurts to get just a little bit more information for you. Oh. Yeah, so the Ten of Wands is coming out because there isn't synergy in your life right now, Gemini. And so it's being clarified by the Six of Pentacles in reverse, right? So, you could feel I'm really sensing here that you could feel that you need help from other people, but you're feeling like you don't want to ask, or you don't want to ask people to get involved in bearing your wands, right? You just want to do that on your own. But guys, a lot of times you Geminis can do that on your own, but sometimes you need help. All of us, really. Tell me about the Ace of Swords in reverse. So if you are going through some things, yeah, the Ace of Swords is in reverse here because there are decisions that need to be made with the Two of Swords, right? Some of you guys are pretending that there's some situations in your life into which there is no problem, and there is. That's why the Tower is sitting here. So you're averting yourself from some of these issues in your life, and then the Tower's going to come in quickly, and it's going to start tearing some shit up. Tell me about Hangman in reverse. Tell me about the Hanged Man in reverse. Why is Hangman here? Yeah, the Hangman's in reverse here because it's a lack of fulfillment. You're just not feeling fulfilled. You're feeling, you know, trapped in a way. Because the thing I love about the Hangman is that no matter which way he's hanging, he's still tied up and he's still trapped. Okay? And you may be feeling that way, Gemini. Tell me about the Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so there's conflict going on because there's so much going on, or, yeah, conflict around personal documents, contracts, people, partnerships, so it could be relationships for some of you, and we'll get more into that in our love reading, Gemini, but this could be conflict around work, so some sort of Tower situation, a big significant event that's happened in your job. It's created a lot of conflict, disagreeing parties, people disagreeing on the steps to take to fix the problem. Tell me about the King of Wands. Yeah, but you are the Chariot, guys, and you are moving forward, passionately, fiery. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Tell me about the Page of Swords, which we really already know, guys. Page of Swords is usually a... Yep. Yeah. Wow. Wow. This is your Ace of... Ace of Swords in reverse again, clarifying your Page of Swords. So people are talking about how your life is right now. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Four of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? So you guys are going to manifest, even with the Magician here especially, right? Because the Ace of Pentacles can mean manifestation as well, and the Magician is the king of manifestation. And then with your Knight of Swords sitting right beside it, right? Remember, that means that you guys are not experiencing maybe a new beginning in July, but you're staying strong to make sure that you can get there, which is awesome. Okay, now I am going to pull you guys 3 cards from the Golden Tarot. And this deck, you know, I'm sure other people use it as well, but when I use it, the kind of energy that it puts out, it doesn't really like to be spread all across the board. It really just kind of likes a few cards. So I use this deck as a 3 things that Gemini needs to know, or you can look at it as an outcome, or you can look at it as a summary, right? So let's get into it. Gemini, July 2018 general reading. Give me 3 cards. What does Gemini need to know for July? 2 more cards for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know this month? Wow. Okay. So first we start off, guys, with the world in reverse, okay? Which we've already seen once in your reading, the world. So a lack of fulfillment, okay? And that is going to be, you know, the conflict is going to make you feel like you're not fulfilled or happy in your life in the month of July. Some of you guys are just really going through it and you're really struggling. But you will be successful, okay, with your 8 of Pentacles and your Ace of Pentacles. And this one is not in reverse, guys. New beginnings are going to come for you. Some of you guys are going to start new jobs that are going to pay you way more than the job that was giving you so much stress. Okay? New beginnings are going to come for you, but you're going to have to fight like hellfire. And I love that I said hellfire, because fire is your honorary element of the month. I know that you guys are air signs, but for you in the month, you guys need some fire energy, okay? You need to burn through the bullshit and stay passionate even when people don't believe in you, Gemini, okay? Guys, this reading, I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Support me if you really like me. I posted that I had a get to know me video, guys, and I actually haven't put it up yet. I haven't uploaded it. I'm going to do that so that you can get to know me and what I'm all about. But I, you know, I really love to be here, and I really love to make these videos. I filmed all of the zodiac readings for every subject last month in June and had planned to release my channel in June, but just a lot happened last month, so it just it wasn't gonna work out. So anyway, guys, make sure to support tarot readers that you really resonate with, because they could really use your help, and I'm really thankful to be here with you. I know that you have some challenges that are coming through for you in the month of July, Gemini, but I will say that I think that if anybody can handle it, it's you, and I really have a lot of faith in you guys. My best friend is a Gemini, and I have watched him overcome so many things in his life despite the challenges that have been given to him, and I really have a lot of faith in you. Make sure to tune in for your Gemini love reading for those of you that are concerned about your relationships. And you'll see some more videos from me as well in the month of July, and we'll be doing it every month. So make sure to support my channel if you think that I'm cool. And if you don't, then, you know, fuck it. Go find somebody else. Love you, Gemini. See you soon.